Hey sports fans, it is Wednesday, April 10th. The time is 3:55 p.m. and the temperature is a beautiful 18 degrees Celsius. And I'm here at Eglinton Park in Midtown Toronto. And I have with me something I haven't ridden yet this year, my Segway 9bot Max e-scooter. In fact, I haven't been on any of my two-wheel devices yet this year. So this will be my first ride. And I'll be heading over to the intersection of Yonge Eglinton, and then I'll be riding south down to the lake. I think it'll be a distance of around 8 kilometers or so. So we're going to keep it fairly simple for this one. All right, let's get moving. All right, I think I got this thing set up correctly. Let's just head over to the parking lot here. And I'll ride out of the park over to Orchard View, and I'll take that across to Yonge Street. So I'm currently going east towards Yonge. We just have to cross Duplex Avenue here. And just on the right is the Yonge Eglinton Center. I can monitor my view on my phone, which I have in my pocket. Yeah, it looks okay. I might try doing a live stream after this as well. So this first stretch of Yonge Street won't have any bike lanes, but there will be bike lanes once we get to Davisville. And they'll run south all the way to Bloor Street, and they disappear as we enter downtown. Right on Reds here. I'm just going to walk around the corner. And we'll wait for a break in traffic. There we go. So this is south down Yonge Street, heading towards the intersection of Yonge and Eglinton, where You can no longer make a left or right turn. You have to go straight through here. It looks like there's some vehicles blocking the intersection. What else is new? Kind of amazing no one's honking. We didn't even make the light. Thanks to those idiots. I'm gonna see something here. If I re-level the camera out, all right, we'll go with that setting. I think that just bumped it down a few degrees. But this intersection has been a disaster for a very long time. The second light cycle in a row that people are getting stuck. And yes, that bus was allowed to turn left there. There's another genius driver. Buses and emergency vehicles are allowed to make a left. So just on the right is Eglinton Station, as well as the Mandarin Buffet. And we'll be rolling past the TB Ontario and Canadian Tire headquarters. If you're wondering, I'm going about 20 kilometers per hour. And you do have to be extra vigilant on the streets like this. A cyclist was tragically killed a few days back at Bayview Avenue. And we're at Manor Road. I seem to be getting a phone call. I'm just going to let that slide. We're at Belsize Drive. Oh, I do have a voicemail. And our bike lanes appear. Davisville Avenue on the left, Chaplin Crescent on the right. That's Davisville Subway Station just on the right, as well as the headquarters of the Toronto Transit Commission. And these bike lanes came to be a few years ago during the pandemic. And a year later, City Council voted to make them permanent, much to the cries of NIMBYs all around. But they've been a fantastic addition to the city's biking infrastructure. We also saw major bike lanes go in along Bloor Street and Danforth at the time. As I head underneath the K. Gardner Beltline Trail. There goes a northbound Line 1 train. Unfortunately, these lanes aren't wide enough to pass. And this is Heath Street coming up. I've got a few cyclists on my tail as well. And this is Yonge and St. Clair. Where the streetcars don't roam. It will be again in about 6 months, going east-west along St. Clair here. Hey, ever heard of a turn signal, jackass? Apparently not. You gotta be really careful for people popping out of cars, stepping into the bike lanes without looking. This is Rose Hill Avenue. And we are there going downhill for a while. There's the flagship LCBO on the left. As we head underneath the old CP rail tracks, that used to be a train station that serviced those rail tracks were underneath. There was some talk about the city taking some steps to getting rid of their silly ban on e-scooters being used in public. Hopefully there's more progress on that this year. There's really virtually no difference between riding one of these and an e-bike. And as I was going down to the lobby in my building, one of my neighbors had one of these in a box he was bringing up. It looked like he just purchased it. Roxborough Street. And this is Crescent Road. And a look over at Rosedale subway station. Undergoing a renovation. They're adding elevator access to the platforms. And they're doing something to the bus terminal there. And here comes Davenport Road on the right. That's the start of Davenport Road. Nice. She didn't even look. There was no point in ringing my bell. It would have been far too late at that point. There's the start of Church Street on the left. And sadly, in a few blocks, these bike lanes will come to an end. It's kind of silly that they end right as you get to downtown. There are plans to implement some bike lanes further down south on Yonge Street downtown, but why they aren't going in continuously from Bloor Street is beyond me. Bloor Yonge subway station just on the left. And we're gonna get to contend with some construction up ahead, it looks like. Have turned myself into a pedestrian. They're working on a super tall on the right, 1 Bloor West.
Dumb things. All right, man, let's see your change, please.
And we are downtown. This construction is sure a bit annoying. what is this car doing? And this is Yonge and Wellesley. Yonge Street is basically an obstacle course. There's really no other way to put it. One with not a very good surface. There's a giant pothole. That's also one of the liveliest and most interesting streets in the city. This is Grosvenor coming up. I can feel my camera bouncing around as I go over these bumps. This is College Street on the right, Carlton on the left. You could enter College Station at this intersection. In the past several years, it's been the lanes on the west side of Yonge Street that have been closed due to construction. That has shifted over to the east side. And it'll be like that for a few more years as they build elevators down to the east platform at College Station. And we've made it to Gerrard Street. There's that pesky 97C bus going all the way down to Front Street. Dundas coming up. It's always lively through here. Yeah, he honks at me, but it's not like I was illegally in the lane or anything. How about slow down? Or she? Hey, there's the Believe guy. Well, how are you today? Good?
I'm a good weather, good.
Beautiful weather, right? All right. Good to see you. Eaton Center on the right, Dundas Square on the left. Cargo cabbie. It's a great place to stop. Some more construction as we approach Queen Street. That 97 bus is right behind me now. A lot of work going on Yonge Street today.
Well, first of all, just coming tomorrow, and second of all, I meant that.
This is Richmond Street, a one-way street. That bus wasn't moving through for some reason, so I'll take that chance to get a move on. And we're at Adelaide Street. I think my phone is ringing again.
Yeah, and then she asked for my card and they got it.
On the right, we have the Financial District. On the left, the St. Lawrence neighborhood. This is King Street. And we're at Wellington Street. It's even more work going on. Here's front. And this is the Esplanade. What else? More construction. I don't like riding through here with my sunglasses on. It's hard to see the surface of the road. Keep an eye out for potholes or anything that could be an obstacle. We're underneath the rail corridor. Ooh, I think my tire just kicked a rock up at a car. Now we're about to head underneath the Gardner Expressway. Just walking through here. And it's Queens Quay and the lake. Don't! I'm gonna hit this red light. Maybe what I'll do is I'll head over to Sugar Beach just to the east of here, and we'll wrap this one up over there. There's some fantastic driving skills being demonstrated. Look at those dummies. I'll come down here on maybe a busy weekday and do a ride along the waterfront. It's always nice down here as we head east on the Martin Goodman Trail.
This ridiculous number in there?
Stupidly though, this is a mixed-use trail. You'll notice there's a sidewalk next to it. So technically you're not in the wrong if you go for a walk on this trail, but put me firmly in the camp that these should be dedicated bike lanes. Really doesn't make any sense at all to have mixed-use trails, period. Or at least not where you have room to build a dedicated footpath, but here we are. There's the Red Path Sugar Refinery on the right. And welcome to Sugar Beach. There's a lot of people out enjoying the nicest day we've had in 2024 so far. At least I think it is. I don't think we've had any days quite get up to 18. Let me take my camera off its mount. We'll flip the screen around. Look with the CN Tower looming over the South Core and the Red Path Sugar Refinery and the lake. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing below the video if you wish to say thanks that way. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.